Working really hard, and of course we want people to experience and play what we're working on, but I think it's important, I think many of us feel this way, is not to be so end goal driven. We accept that the delay means more time to make a better game.
It's a tough one, right? You're going to have times where deadlines change, where you shift in direction and you need to push things. So it's really about making sure that the team sees it as not a negative thing, right? Because it almost never is. So really, it's about team health. How do we make sure that the team understands why and what we want to accomplish with that extra time?
And a great example of a feature that did get added later on in the development is the infamy system. In many ways, that's one of the central pillars of the game, is the idea you're becoming this infamous pirate. But building that into something that players can progress their own way, and that's something that we saw as we went. That was a great opportunity to enhance the experience and the fantasy of being a pirate.
Then I realized
Alongside those delays, the project has also seen a rotation of senior staff. When it was announced in 2017, Bill Money was Skull and Bones game director, but he soon moved on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Associate game director Antoine Henry also moved on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla in 2018, only to rejoin Skull and Bones in 2021 and then leave by the end of that December. Senior game director Ryan Barnard, who joined in 2021, would only stay with the studio until spring 2023. Creative director Justin Farron was replaced by Elizabeth Pellon, who has also since left the project, although Ubisoft says her creative duties are now complete. The result of these staff changes is that, in the final months of pre-release development, Skull and Bones has been captained by relative newcomers, with its senior producer and game director having joined the studio in 2022. Regardless of their experience though, they're still eager to deliver something special.
The benefit for me coming in at the end was fresh eyes. The second thing was that I don't have to be trying or prototyping some things if that's been explored before.
There's a lot of responsibility I think that we as a team have. The narrative is, hey, when is this game launching? When I showed up here immediately, like, when are we going live?
Ubisoft has finally settled on a final release date for Skull and Bones, February 16, 2024. 15 months and 2 delays later than its previously planned November 2022 launch.
At the end of the day, the game wasn't where the company wanted it to be. The last 12 to 18 months has been doubling down on the things that are great about this game. That required more time, that required more public-facing tests, more technical tests, more deep diving into the nuances of core and naval combat and co-op and some of these other things that are big parts of the product offering.
We made improvements to what we call the ship archetypes now, to define the roles, to fit better the multiplayer situation. So we kind of push the extremes a bit to let players know now, we do have archetypes in the game, we do have DPS, we do have tanks, we do have support, right?
The first beta that we had really, I think, set the tone for belief. Belief in the product, belief in what we were offering. It was fun, it was cool, it was engaging, but also it gave us a lot of valuable feedback on areas that we could improve. As a result of that, we've added First Mate, for example, to your ship.
One thing that came up a lot, I would say, boarding is only a cutscene, so we kind of acted upon it. Boarding is now using grappling hooks. You need to aim.